Hey, thanks for joining us. We start another week with some concern over the prosecution of Minnesota State Trooper Ryan Londrigan by the Hennepin County Attorney. The concern tonight, it's coming from the top, Governor Tim Walz. And Lou is on this story today. Lou, why is the governor getting involved in this?
Well, Janet, Governor Walz was asked by the Minnesota Police and Peace Officers Association to remove this case from the Hennepin County Attorney, Mary Moriarty. Walz is considering it right now, and he's concerned that she didn't listen to her use of force expert along with transparency issues.
In a case like this, transparency is king.
Governor Tim Walz asked about the murder case involving State Patrol Trooper Ryan Londrigan, criticizing Hennepin County Attorney Mary Moriarty regarding transparency. After the revelation, she charged Londrigan with murdering Ricky Cobb, despite her use of force expert's initial opinion that Londrigan acted reasonably.
But I listen to people, whether it's on health issues or lawyer. I'm not a lawyer myself. But as a layman on this, why would you not listen to a use of force expert? Why would that not be central to something you would do?
Walz is now deciding whether to allow Moriarty to continue prosecuting the case or to reassign it, after the Minnesota Police and Peace Officers Association formally asked him to review it.
We want Trooper Ryan to have a fair shake.
The MPPOA's letter to the governor points out that after national use of force expert Jeff Noble's analysis, the Hennepin County Attorney's Office did not provide him with more materials, filed charges without further consultation, then directed Noble to cease working so that he would not create a final report.
We think that anyone objectively looking at the case will see that he did just what Jeff Noble said he did, which is acted lawfully to save his partner's life.
The governor has the legal authority to remove a case from a prosecutor, and he did so last year in the high-profile murder of Zaria McKeever in Brooklyn Park, after the victim's family protested the plea deals Moriarty's office was offering to the juvenile suspects. Walz then gave that case to Attorney General Keith Ellison, whose office continues to prosecute it today. Regarding the Londrigan case, Walz didn't say how close he is to a decision.
No, there's no timeline on look. That we'll get more from the judge on Thursday.
Pointing out that Londrigan will be back in court on Thursday for a motions hearing in which the sides will argue over defense allegations that prosecutors are not turning over all the documentation they have about the use of force opinion. The Hennepin County Attorney's Office issued a statement, quote, "Like in every case, we have been extremely thorough in this investigation, and we will continue to be as we prepare this case for a potential trial. We'd be happy to meet with the governor or his team to discuss any concerns they have about the rules of criminal procedure, the same rules our office follows and fulfills in thousands of cases every year. Otherwise, we will litigate this case in court, which is where it belongs."
Now, at this Thursday hearing, there's a number of motions that they're going to look at, but the one of biggest interest is this question of whether prosecutors have turned over all the required information about the use of force expert to the defense.
And you have told me that that's pretty basic in all court cases. That isn't special. But my curiosity with this is, if, say, the governor says, A.G. Ellison, take the case, can he do it since it's a state trooper?
Well, I asked Governor Walz that question today, and Governor Walz says that within the Attorney General's office, they can create a firewall, which would separate the people who, for example, represent the State Patrol and other legal issues from the people who look at this case. But I've talked with other legal experts, and Janet, really that is really an issue that that people within the Attorney General's office might see it as like a perception of a conflict of interest, and want another county to look at it if it's taken away from Moriarty.
Which is possible too.
That could be, yep.
Okay, thanks so much, Lou.